is Fox 29 News at 5.
All right, let's move on to Ken Rothweiler now, because this does present some legal questions. The unions say this perk is part of their collective bargaining agreement. They filed a grievance when the DRPA first eliminated the free rides. Attorney Ken Rothweiler joining us. Is the governor looking at trouble here, Ken?
Hi, Thomas. The governor may be looking at trouble. What we learn in law school is a contract is a contract is a contract. And what that means is when there's free negotiation between two parties, as here, there may have been negotiations, or there was negotiations between the union and the DRP for these easy passes. When it's part of a collective bargaining agreement, it has to be upheld. That is, the governor doesn't have the power, even though he's the governor, to vitiate a contract. He can't unilaterally take away some benefits that were given in the collective bargaining process. So the governor is going to have problems here with the union, and it'll lead to litigation if he tries to cut back on some of those benefits.
But I wonder, can the governor just throw around the B word, bankruptcy, and say, look, I'm going to clear the board?
Well, that B word is a big word. I guess he could throw around the bankruptcy word, and then he would argue that, look, if the state goes into bankruptcy, then all contracts are null and void. But that's a pretty big step, and I don't know if he wants to be talking about bankruptcy in this particular set of circumstances.
And if they renegotiate, both sides obviously have to agree. I want you to hold on for a second, because we're jumping into the next topic, the PHA debacle, if you will. Let me get you caught up on the details. The latest, a lawsuit against the authority and Director Carl Green. It surrounds money that went to the Pennsylvania Institute for Affordable Housing Professionals. Now, the suit, which they're asking to have declared as a class action, alleges the workers were forced to contribute $2.50 each week into a slush fund of sorts, supporting Green's causes and parties for him. That, along with being made to make other event contributions, and many claim they felt if they didn't contribute, they'd see some sort of retaliation. Well, the money allegedly went toward events that heaped praise on Green, including a birthday bash at a Center City restaurant. The other part of the suit alleges PHA executives originally told workers the money was to pay for lobbying efforts. Such lobbying would violate HUD regulations. Did you hear that? Would violate. Ken, now the lawsuit's looking for damages and fines, but I wonder if this goes even further to the people at the top. Did they cross the line in doing something criminal here? Well,
they may have crossed the line here, Thomas. What happened here was HUD gives about $345 million to the PHA every year. The agreement then is that the PHA can't lobby the government, the federal government, for funds. And that's a standard rule, and everybody knows that. What happened here then was Carl Green then got from the employees on a weekly basis an amount of money that he funded a nonprofit group. That nonprofit group then lobbied the government for funds. So it was what we would call an end around, and if the government looks at it that way, it seems to me that there could be trouble.
Yeah, he's going to argue, wait a minute, I didn't do anything wrong, I just went around the system. Short answer, he could be in some trouble here. Attorney Ken Rothweiler, thank you for your time.